Good evening, my name is Al Weissman, and I want to welcome you to the latest and greatest installment of the In a Nutshell TV show. Tonight on the In a Nutshell TV show, we have an incredible group called Chronic Edge, Chicago-based, all original songs, and some really, really fantastic rock and roll. Before we get started with the music, I want to meet the band a little bit so that you can learn a little bit about them. And the first guy I want to talk to is Vince DiVincenzo.
Yeah, just call me Vinny D like everybody.
Okay, Vinny D. How you doing, Vinny?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. What part of Chicago did you grow up in?
I'm on the northwest side of Chicago.
All right. And how old were you when you first played an instrument?
That's about between 8 and 9 years old around that time.
Okay.
I made this guitar, I drew it, I put like soldering wire on it and all this stuff, and I didn't hear nothing. It was clangy, and so I just had a book of chords, and I would just check that out and play chords on it, right? You know, but nothing was coming out of it.
You knew at the age of 9 that you really wanted to be a guitar guy.
Yeah, I did. And I tried to prove it to my old man a million times. But anyways, I had a friend. His friend Zachary that I hung out with. And my dad was kind of friends with Zach's dad. So we ran into him one night on Belmont Central. Everyone used to shop on a Thursday night. Stores were open late. And we ran into Zach's family, and talking, Zach's dad goes, you know, Vito, my brother's going to give my son a guitar for like $50. I know your kid's crazy about one. How about I get one for you? So my dad didn't want to look like a cheap bastard. So he said, yeah, sure, get him one. So that's how I got my first guitar. And,
that's a great story.
It was with me every day. I slept with it. I played it all the time.
Did you take lessons, or did you
No, I'm self-taught.
Okay, now, what does Chronic Edge mean? How did the guys get the name of the group?
Well, I was with this label, Cinderella Record, at the time, and they needed a band name because the band we had before was called Prozac Daisies, and Eli Lilly was suing us for using the name Prozac. So we're driving down Rand Road, and he calls me. He goes, I need a name within the hour. So I'm like, I got to give you a name in an hour. So I'm just driving down the street. I'm reading signs. So I see a chiropractor office sign that said chronic pain. I liked the chronic part, but I wasn't crazy about the pain. Then I see a frame sign that said something frame edge, and I saw Chronic Edge, and I thought, Chronic Edge. So I called him up and said, how about Chronic Edge? He goes, yeah, let's go with it.
All right.
Well, then our record sales went up 10% because of that name. Hey, everybody, we're Chronic Edge. We're from Chicago. We're an all-original band, and the first song we're going to do is called The Game.
All right. How about Steve on the drums?
How you guys doing out there?
Okay, really good.
Thanks for having us.
Hey,
Really enjoyed this.
Thank you for coming, really.
Beautiful.
Our pleasure. How did you become interested in the percussions?
You know, I was 8 years old myself, playing in the band in school, in grade school. I just became interested. I just always liked the drum.
Okay, we're gonna get a little funky with you now. This one's called "Be With Me."
On the bass, Tom, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Tom.
Kokol.
Okay, find a mic.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, our pleasure. Thank you for coming. Tom Kokol?
Yeah.
Okay. And in what area of Chicago did you grow up, or the suburbs or whatever?
Antioch.
Oh, okay.
Antioch, Illinois.
All right. The next person I'd like to talk to is Chris Herrera on the keys. How you doing, Chris?
Mike. Thanks again, Al, for everything.
Hey, thank you for coming, man. Our pleasure, really. And what area of the Chicago or the suburbs did
I'm a
you grow up?
Schaumburgian, man.
Schaumburg.
My whole life, Schaumburg.
Okay, all right.
Born and raised.
And how old were you when you first started playing the keys?
I started playing when I was 4. But thanks
All right.
again, Al, for everything. And thank you very much for letting us play.
Oh, our pleasure, and thank you so much for coming around.
Won't you have a beverage with me?
Would you like to hear my new song?
I would love to hear your new song.
My favorite restaurant has a first name. It's Dockers. My favorite restaurant has a second name. It's North. Oh, I love to eat here every day. And if you ask me, I will say Dockers. North is the best. Sorry, Grandpa.
I could sit here for hours every day. I'd write 1,000 words and throw them all away.
Welcome back to In a Nutshell. Carl, where did you grow up?
In Des Plaines, Illinois.
Okay. And were you born with a horn in your hand, or did that come later?
No, it came later.
Did it? How much later?
I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And,
Nice. Did you ever take lessons?
yeah, I did for about a year.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, thank you for everything, Al.
Okay, this is the next song we're gonna do is called Rock and Roll Baby.
I love the way that you rock and roll. I really like it when you do the stroll. I like the way that you dance all night. You make love and you make it right. I love the way that you rock and roll. She wanna touch my microphone. I can't wait to get you alone. I said, hey, that's rock and roll. Ooh, I really like it when you shake your ass. You know the place that you take me in. I like the way that you make your move. I kinda dig it when you're on the move. I really love how you rock and roll. I wanna dig you through the soul. I can't wait to get you alone. I said, hey, that's rock and roll. I really love how you rock and roll. I can't wait to get you all alone. Come on, baby, let's rock and roll. I said, hey, let's rock and roll. Love the way that you rock and roll. I really dig it when you do the show. Come on, baby, let's rock and roll. I said, hey, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Come on, rock and roll. Let's rock and roll, baby!
everybody know that if you want to come out and see us perform live, we got a show coming up at the Pheasant Run Theater in St. Charles on Friday, June 28th at 8 p.m. Come on out. It's a great venue, and we got a really good show in store for everyone. And also, we will be playing September 14th at Austin's Fuel Room in Libertyville. So come on out and see us. We'd love to have some new fans, and we appreciate Al and Dolores for having us here.
This next song is called "Not Tonight." One of the first songs we wrote in this song a while back. So this one's called "Not Tonight." I just know that you're supposed to be. I want your love. You know you push me away, you push me down. I know that you're gonna fade away. I try so hard to get it right. You know that I'm losing you. But I need your love, I need it now. Don't push me away from you. Not tonight.
let's get it. You know that love ain't easy not tonight. You know she drives me crazy every night. Yeah, it's alright. Not tonight. Thank you.
Chronic Edge from Chicago.
Chronic Edge, good night.
We appreciate Al and Dolores for having us here.
All right, great. We appreciate you guys coming. I want to thank everyone in TV land for tuning in today. And I want to thank my lovely wife, Dolores Weissman, for sharing your videographic skills with us. You always do an excellent job, dear. And I want to thank Chronic Edge, including Vince, Steve Yeager, Tom Kokel, Chris Herrera, Carl Peterson, Justin Ryan, the sound guy, who is never heard from except for all the sound that comes off of this stage. So that's a pretty big responsibility. And we love you all. We'll hope to see you next week. And don't forget to go to see the Chronic Edge at Pheasant Run in St. Charles on June 28th at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.